even some of the sad times, you still think of him in kind of a fond way, right? Because your mom.
But how was the good old days really all that good?
I mean, that's a very good question because I think as humans and individual people, we're not gonna. There's bad times and bad things that happen to all of us, and it's in our heads. But when you want,
I mean, for some kids, though, like I had a real good childhood. It was a good time, but there's a lot of kids it's not.
Well,
their parents.
Well, even today, but remember getting licks at school?
Being what? Yeah.
We got. I mean, they used to have corporate punishment in schools. And they didn't have to call your parents and say, well, can we
They just take you on the hall
and whack.
And you come out all quiet.
And you'd be red.
You'd be,
red.
No, it was some serious shit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, some of these teachers enjoy it.
You get home from school and you take your pants and look in the mirror. Your ass is red.
Yeah, one time I got one lick. That's how many licks did you get?
I can't remember.
Really? You got a lot of licks?
Not a lot, but it wasn't. I got my fair share.
Yeah.
I got licked probably
above average. They called them licks. Above it, really? Yeah, I was too scared. I was too scared to break the rules.
One time I got in a fight. One time I was talking.
Oh, even for talking, they would give you a lick, man.
And then I think I was cheating in second grade. It was this little maze. And you had to draw a line through the maze to get to the treasure, right? The pirate's treasure. Well, me being more intelligent than other kids, I erased the lines in between so I could cut across to get to the treasure. And my friend Randy, who later became the mayor in Kennedy, Randy Garza, he told on me. And Mrs. Craig looked at the paper, and you could honestly see that I had erased. Because I would get to a little spot like, damn, I can't get out of here. Well, let me just scratch it out.
Your friend Randy and I probably...
I thought that was genius. She didn't think so.
You're cheating, and that's why I would probably relate well with Randy, because we both know he knew you were cheating, and then I look at you and you're cheating and getting discounts and you having all these easy money fall on your lap. It's like he's cheating. So I could probably relate with Randy very well.
All right.
So yeah, licks. How about your parents? Did your parents ever whoop you?
Yeah.
I don't remember my parents whipping me.
Mostly my mom.
Yeah, I remember once or twice.
Especially when she was going through menopause. She had a hard time. And
how do you know she was going through menopause?
I found out later or something, and I was.
She just took it out on you.
So I remember this. So here's a memory of the good old days. So me and my nephew, Ted, which I was just on the phone with earlier, I shot him with a BB gun. So he was up in a tree, and I knew not to shoot him with a BB, so I put a match in the BB gun.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sensitive. I understand.
Yeah, you understand. You're a nice guy.
And I shoot him, and it hit. He had shorts on, and it made a little welt. And I don't know what happened to him, but he just completely started wailing. Yeah. And he fell out of the tree like he was dead. And it was just overwhelming. And my mom came out of there.
Oh boy, here we go.
And she just needed a reason. And next thing I know,
she just needed a reason.
Next thing I knew, I was running around the house.
Trying to avoid her?
And we went around like 3 times.
She was chasing you?
And I couldn't believe this.
How fast she was going.
She was in her 50s probably. And she didn't run or not to work out, nothing like that. And I was a little kid and I was actually getting tired. I was like, God damn, she got to get tired by now. And I had to stay outside until it got dark.
Oh, man. Really? She didn't catch you?
Yeah, but when I got in, I got whipped with chicken gum.
Oh, man.
I remember sliding underneath.
She kept it boiling. It was probably boiling ready.
And I remember I remember in second grade, I failed second grade. Who the hell fails second grade? I guess because I was crossing out the mazes, but they held me back in second grade.
You got a whipping for that?
Yeah, I got home and my mom again pulling out the belt and started wailing on me. And do you remember those stereos that had they were long?
Mm-hmm.
And
the
you
console,
opened it up.
It was a console.
Yeah, it was a cabinet.
It's like a piece of
and
furniture.
in there you had the record player.
Yeah.
And you had the AM FM radio.
Yep.
Well, I slid underneath there, and she's like underneath the seat. I'm facing the wall in the back. Good times, good old days, good old
poor
days.
mom. She was going through a hard time. She probably felt good after that.
Yeah, she did apologize. I remember after years later, 2 years, she goes, "I'm sorry, mijo.
She did.
Yeah, I had a hard time with menopause. It really hit her hard.
Oh, she told you, huh?
Yeah. She used to cry a lot and everything. Pobrecita. She was, it's a very tough thing for women to go through. I mean, some women that have a hard time going through it. It's really emotional roller coaster.
Guys don't care about that.
Yeah, we don't care about that shit.
We don't.
What are you talking about? You look perfectly fine.
What's the problem? It's not hot in here. Oh man. So those are good memories.
Yeah.
And nowadays, your mom would go to jail.
Yeah. Now they call CPS or whatever.
You'd record her. You'd record her apologizing, and then just turn her
on my cell phone.
No, just apologizing and admitting she did it.
I didn't hit him. Oh yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Get up. The video went viral.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh man. Well, back then, no YouTube, no internet, no nothing, man.
And
nothing.
We had our imagination.
Yeah.
We had our imagination and our bicycles. I'd take off in my
So
bike.
we would play all day. I mean, if you wanted to entertain yourself, you'd be outside.
You get on your bike.
Yeah.
In the summer, after when there was no school.
Yeah.
And you're gone. And I would go visit my friend's house, and they would have the bikes. And you knew where everybody was at because you just looked where the bikes were at.
No.
Because you drive by and say, "Oh, look, Ralph's over here
Yeah.
at Jake's house."
Yep.
Or there's a bunch of bikes on the grass laying down where a bunch of boys, they all just went inside.
No kickstands.
And went to go get some Kool-Aid or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kool-Aid and the best thing was frozen Kool-Aid with the popsicles sticks.
No, those were good. Those were good. But I remember my dad would send me, I was like 5, 6 years old, and we lived in San Marcos, Texas, and he would at least once a day send me to the corner store to buy him a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Pack
I
of
got a story about that.
But can you imagine today if a 6-year-old child walks into the corner store and says, "Hey, can I get a pack of Pall Mall?" So what the heck? For who?
They just
my
assumed that you're buying it for your parents.
Yeah.
It was very common back then.
I was not questioned
and
about it.
You got to remember, everybody smoked. Even when you watch the news,
Yeah.
the newsman would have his cigarette right there with his ashtray as he's telling the news.
Yeah.
Or they had a talk show and they're all sitting around and they're smoking and they're talking. But my parents didn't smoke or drink.
Well,
so I had to go I had to go to the 7-Eleven, me and my friend, and we'd pretend that we were buying it for our parents. And,
because you were a smoker.
And we would go into the woods, and we had this little bush that underneath it was all cleared.
Yeah.
And we would go in there, and you would just see smoke, a lot of smoke coming out of this bush was like on fire. But it was just me and my friend. We were smoking cigarettes.
I never got interested in smoking.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do remember how much it cost when I went to go 55 cents for a pack of cigarettes. Whenever 70s.
And you know how we raise money?
Well, how much is a pack of cigarettes today?
I don't remember. But
today,
it was in the 70s.
Today.
Oh, it's like $9
for a pack.
$10. Yeah.
For a pack of cigarettes.
One pack. If you go to a convenience store. I don't smoke no more.
I went to a convenience store, 55 cents back then.
Yeah.
God dang, $9.
Well, it's not hard when you could get a nickel for each bottle of soda.
Oh, I remember that
If
too.
you remember
Yeah.
back then in the 70s,
Yeah.
you would buy a bottle of soda.
Well, when you drank water, when you drank Coke, it was all, right?
Yeah.
And then it tastes so good.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
gosh,
tastes so much better
So much better in the glass.
in the glass, and it's probably was real sugar back then, not artificial sugar. But
Yep.
so we would go and get bottles and
Yeah.
raise money to smoke cigarettes. But here's what we would do: we got smart. We would
Oh
go
my gosh.
behind the
Yeah.
7-Eleven, and they had a chain link fence where they kept the bottles. So when the Coke man came over, he would come back and get the bottles.
Yeah.
Well, the holes in the chain link were just big enough so you could get the bottle out. So we'd go back there, just look around, and stick our hand and try to just kind of push it up and then get it to the hole, and then one bottle, 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents. It didn't take long, and then we would walk right to the front of the store, cash in our bottles. Give me a pack of Marvels, please.
Oh my gosh, y'all were thieves, man.
Thieves and
Smokers.
smoking. We all that was left was tattoos, but back then only tattoo.
Is that how your parents raised
the only
you?
people that have
Is that how your parents
tattoos.
raised you? To steal?
no, they're completely opposite.
Then where'd you pick that up from?
Free will. God gave me free will.
My gosh. Yeah, but that's when you're a kid, you can do all kinds of stuff. I don't know why. I remember being in the corner. I spent my life in that corner store, always running there.
Yeah.
And I walked in and I saw some kid that was a bully at school. You know, a kid, one of my height, my grade, everything.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but for some reason, I just felt brave. I said, I don't know. I must have been like 8 years old, and I saw him, and he saw me, and he said, "Hey." I said, "Hey, I don't know why." I said, "You're not a big deal." I said, "You're. I'm not scared of you." He looked at me, and bam! He punched that.
Now are you scared of me?
I was like,
You need a refresher. You just walked up to him and told him he wasn't a big deal.
I don't know why, but I remember just telling him, "Hey, you're no big deal," and wham, he punched me. I've never been punched before, and I kind of, how you feel all. I walked out of the store and went home.
He reminded you he was the real deal.
Yeah, it was funny. I don't know why I did that. It's just, but I remember him getting punched.
Yeah, I would never do that to a bully. I was so scared of him.
Yeah,
I was those.
yeah.
I would always just.
There were bullies too.
Avoid,
Man.
yeah,
There were some
there
bullies
were
out
some
there.
kids that were just they got
They
off
looked for
to
trouble.
torturing you.
Yeah, like.
It still goes on now, but now it's all cyberspace. It's
Oh,
it's
right.
all on
It
the
is.
internet.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it is
Yep.
because it's easy to be brave in the internet.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh, the good old days.